Welcome to the Getting High Paying Clients workshop. Whether you're just starting a business or have been struggling to get clients for a couple years now, this is the place to be, the place where you'll learn how to get high paying clients. I'm Katie McManus, and I've been coaching and training new business owners to take their brand new businesses from 0 clients and 0 revenue to enrolling consistent high paying clients and generating multiple 6 figures of revenue. And I've been at it for about 4 years now. This workshop is in 3 videos, and I'll be teaching you how to start getting high-paying clients. I didn't always know how to get clients, much less high-paying ones. When I first started coaching about 5 years ago, I was giving away dozens of free sessions in the hopes of landing just one measly low-paying client. I was trapped in a job I absolutely hated, a completely toxic work environment with an abusive boss, and I felt like my soul was being sucked out of my face every day. All I wanted was to be able to help people and make a decent living doing it. Back then, I figured that if I could make a simple $100,000 a year while helping people live better lives, I'd be happy. But I was terrified that I would fail, that I would launch my business, tell everyone about my work, and have no one sign up with me. My biggest fear was not just failing at doing the work that I love doing and having to stay in my soul-crushing job forever, but I worried that I would fall flat on my face in front of everyone I'd ever known. When I started, I was given some really crappy advice about how to get clients. My coach training school recommended giving away free sessions as a strategy to attract clients. And believe me, I tried. I gave away dozens of sessions and only got a few clients out of it, paying about $75 an hour. Now, that's not enough to live on in the US, and it's barely enough to buy dinner with in San Francisco, where I lived at the time. It was clear that the free session thing was not going to work. So I got to work. I had a long and successful, if massively unhappy, career in sales before becoming a coach. I'd coordinated with marketing teams and built referral networks for companies that I worked for. So why couldn't I do it for myself? I got to work and I broke down everything I'd ever been taught about selling and marketing. And through some trial and error, I came up with a system that not only worked for me, but for everyone I shared it with. The goal of this workshop is to show you the critical things you need to know to start getting high-paying clients now. Here's what I learned and what I want to share with you. This is how you talk to a prospective client in a way that actually excites them to invest big money to work with you. Because when you're able to enroll clients for high ticket programs and services, then you'll be able to create all the rules for your life going forward. You'll have a full-time income from doing work that you love, make a real difference in the world, and finally get to live life on your own terms. And if you're stuck in a toxic environment like I was, you'll finally be able to leave that behind. So let's dig in. This is the first video. We're going to focus on how to enroll a client on a sales call. I call this model holistic selling because it's designed to give you a full picture understanding of the person you're talking to. And it'll also showcase how you can help them in a natural, easygoing style conversation with no gross sales tactics. And it's 100% pitch free. First, you need to establish trust. So you're going to set the agenda with them. Basically, you're going to tell them what to expect in this 30-minute call with you. I'll literally say on a call, so we have about 30 minutes. How I like to use that time is A, I want to hear all about what you're working on and your big dream. And B, I want to talk through what you're struggling with to get there. And then if we both feel like this is a good fit, then we can talk about different ways to work together. Sound good? Now, notice that I tell them that this needs to be a fit for both of us before we even talk about money. This tells them that this is a two-way interview and that no, I'm not going to try to sell them on something if I don't think it'll genuinely help them. Next, we move into the discovery portion of the call. This should take about 80% of the time. Your main goal here is to get them talking about their hopes, their dreams, and their fears and frustrations. You want to understand why they want to work with you, of course, but more than that, you want to understand how working with you might help improve their life overall. You also want to understand how their life will be poorly impacted if they don't take action and make a change right now. You're going to listen deeply and ask probing questions that gets them talking about what really matters to them. And when it's relevant, drop in a sentence or two about how your program or service helps them with what they're talking about. Next, you're going to make the ask. This is the scariest part for most people, so don't worry if you feel nervous when you get to this part. And know that you're only inviting them to be a client if you genuinely think working with you will help them, okay? Remember, we're selling with integrity here. First, you want to tell them that based on what they've shared with you, you would absolutely love to work with them. And ask them if they're interested in hearing more about what that would look like. Once they say yes, then you're going to briefly explain the details. How long clients commit to work with you, how often you meet with them, any extra supports you offer, and lastly, the price of your program. The last part of the call is where you make a next step plan. Hopefully they say yes to working with you. And so before you hang up, you're going to schedule your first call with them and tell them what the onboarding process is. If it's a no, then you're going to point them in the direction of a resource that might be helpful to them. Remember, we never miss a chance to pay it forward and build goodwill with our people. And if it's a maybe, you're going to schedule a yes-no call with them a few days out. Okay? Simple and effective. Now, at this point, the big question is, how do you get people on the phone with you in the first place? Because knowing how to do a sales call that gets clients is great, but it only works if you have people actually booking sales calls in your calendar, right? There's so much more to this that you need to know. In the next video, we're going to be covering what's keeping people from booking on your calendar in the first place, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do to get sales calls with your ideal high-paying clients without sending any cold DMs or cold emails, because those are gross. I'm also going to show you exactly how you can formulate a short and sweet way to explain what it is that you do. This is often called an elevator pitch. This is a really important skill because you're going to bump into your ideal clients all over the place in your day-to-day life, and you want them to ask to be your client after you tell them what you do. But right now, I want to know a little bit more about you. What would it mean for you to be able to consistently enroll high-paying clients? Please scroll down below this video and tell me in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video and found it useful, I would love it if you click the like button and if you shared it with a friend who could use some similar help. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss the next video in this workshop, then click the link to get it emailed to your inbox. See you soon. Bye.